area has been done this year, and the grassy areas, that's a couple of years old now. What we do is we bring biosolids from Christchurch, from the waste plants there. That makes a good fertiliser. We're able to get grass growing on them fairly quickly, and that stabilises the bump and stops a lot of the sediment runoff. And what we're doing is planting native plants into that, and they get a boost from the solids as well. On the right hand side we're looking at rehabilitated areas. These are areas where, if you remember back in the mid-late 2000s, Solid Energy were doing a lot of snail searching and recovering Augustus snails from this area, native snails. This is the habitat that they were living in, out on the ridgeline there, and they're also in amongst this rehabilitation on the right as well.
Later on the RTP.
As you can see it on the way to the lookout as well, it's beside the right.
You're on the other end.
On the other end.
Oh, I figured it out. That's
We'll go up to A12 for the lookout.
Mickey was talking about the nursery. What's the story of the nursery here?
We've just done an extension to the Stockton Mine nursery where we keep the species of significance, where we've shown that we can propagate the rare plants as part of the rehabilitation for the Stockton Mine. So in part of the process for Stockton is that we have plants that are grown away off the coast using local provenance seed from the mine that's collected by the mine staff and sent over to the Canterbury region for propagation. So what we're planning on doing is being able to grow more plants here on the coast as we're going into larger hectares of rehabilitation.
So how many plants have you put in up here now? There's everywhere I look, there's got to be thousands.
There are thousands. We do know that we have millions of plants still to go. Estimated anywhere between 6 and 7 million plants that will still be required over the next 20 years for the rehabilitation of Stockton Mine.
That's fantastic.
So if we can have more people growing plants here, by developing the extension to the nursery, it'll mean local jobs for people on the coast here.
Well, okay, that's what we need, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. They do 10,000 plants a hectare at the moment. And
10,000?
10,000 plants per hectare. And they're all propagated. The girls gather the seeds here and the cuttings here in Denniston, and then they send them to Southern Woods in Christchurch, and they're propagated into plants, and that takes about 2 years before they come back here, and then they're planted out. They're sorted by the girls at number 3 station, and then they're planted out by Westbury.
Fiona, that'll create an awful lot of jobs if you do it over here.
Yeah, so that's the aim. So we've just done a small extension now with the team that we have, and I'm just working with local suppliers to not only be able to supply the Stockton Mine, but also look to be able to supply other people that are looking for local provenance seed grown plants that are grown on the coast from the coast species.
Well, Mickey, I've had lots of people private message me about Johnny's journey and your Stockton tour here, and this coast is all around New Zealand that would love to come and take your tour. And do you reckon can we duplicate him? we might have to.
I've got good drivers.
Well, I tell you what,
they've been with me for a few years. Like Cheryl's been with me for probably 8-9 years.
Wow.
And Chris just started, but I've got, when I get overloaded up here, Jerry, who's the manager up here, he lends me Rebecca, who drove for me for years, and she'd come up here, so we grab her the odd day when we got 3 or 4 trucks up here. So yeah, we cater for big groups as well as the boys.
Fiona, we really appreciate the chance to come up, and what a day, isn't it? I mean, it's
Stunning
beautiful,
day
isn't
today.
it?
Yes, yep. Beautiful West Coast.
Now there's a big dump truck in behind you there. How many of them are up here? What's that, a 777E?
That's a 777F.
F?
Yep.
Oh, later model.
So there's a combination of 777Fs, also Volvos,
Probably about 30.
789.
Would be 30 odd?
About 30, yeah, I think, yeah.
Oh, it's massive. Oh, well, Mickey,
Never enough if you ask the miners, they would always like some more.
Mickey's telling us to get back in line. Hey, listen, thanks for your time. It's fantastic up here.
Right. Thank you.
Left now, you can see a small excavator and a couple of trucks there. This is what we call the A drive. A drive comes from one of the old underground mine names. This is pretty much a remnant area. The coal quality is not that great, so we trickle it into to the orders at a fairly low rate. We're heading up now to the Augustus Ridge Mine. That was the area that was quite controversial, where all the snail searching was going on in the mid-2000s. But some of the highest quality coal that came off Stockton was from up in this area. It was about a 13 to 14 metre seam with ash levels down at less than 1% in the middle of the seam. So very, very high quality. What you're looking at to the right here is fine coal storage. So this is pumped up here from the coal processing plant. It contains a mixture of coal and ash material. It's about 55% good coal. We've got a project on at the moment looking at putting some extra processing into the process plant to be able to recover it. The coal in there is going less than 0.2 of a millimetre, and it's very difficult for us to recover that at the moment with the setup that we've got in the plant. But within this facility there's about 1 million tonnes of recoverable high quality coking coal. The issue for us is that to recover it we'll have to spend about $30 million on new equipment to go into that plant. So it's a study that we've got going on at the moment, and hopefully looking to obtain finance for that engineering work and being producing coal from it perhaps in about 18 months' time. One of the big issues with that fine coal is not only being able to recover it, but to reduce the moisture content to a level that we can blend it in with our other product. So a big part of the study is looking at the filter presses, and like to get it down to a moisture level of around about 18%. If we can achieve that, we can blend it in with the other product, and it will add about 100,000 tonnes of product coal from Stockton without the need for any movement of overburden. So if we can achieve that, then we've actually come up with a low cost method of recovering another.
Well, folks, I'm with Mickey Ryan. He's the one of the owners of Outwest Tours. Stockton, we've had a look here today, Mickey. It's outstanding.
It's a good trip.
Oh, and your local knowledge, holy mackerel.
I've had a bit of practice.
You've certainly had a bit of practice. Now, how do people book?
Well, they just ring us at home on 03 789 6883.
Yep.
Before 5 o'clock.
Of course, of course.
Or the 0800, which is 0800 688 937, or through the Westwood eyesight. It's a very affordable trip. It's paid for by BT Mining, which is Bathurst Tally, and the $20 that you guys pay for the trip goes to a local charity.
So the entire cost for what we've done today, $20 for me. Cost more than that for a jug of beer.
You wouldn't get a taxi.
You wouldn't get a taxi home.
No, that's right. And it's all they want to do is show people actually what they do up here, and so they know the real story, not what they read and hear on the news media.
Really impressed with some of that restoration, Mickey.
Oh,
It's just
marvellous.
yeah,
I'm quite proud to be doing these tours because they are environmentally aware.
They're a great company, aren't they?
They're a good company, yeah, good guys. This, we usually see a little bit more than what we've done today.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is a tour to talk to special people. But
Yeah.
yeah, we do a little bit more.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, coasters. I want to make a recommendation to you. Get in touch with Outwest Tours. They're on Facebook, and you can Google them, and you find Mickey. He's
Very weather dependent though.
He's a very genuine coaster. He's just a top fella, and you won't regret it. And this is not the only tour that you do, Mickey, is it?
No, Denniston's quite popular, and Johnny's Journey as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're our 3 tours.
Well, look, thanks so much for today. Oh God, I've loved it.
No, I thought you might. We haven't a customer yet, actually.